Mayor Dave Cull has completed his second year in the city's top job. 2012 has been notable for job losses, controversial hotel developments and the ORFU almost falling over. Against that backdrop, the council has managed to keep rates rises at less than 5%, with further cuts expected. Mr Cull joins us for a look back on a sometimes difficult year. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening.
Now, considering the issues, give us your thoughts on where the city's at the moment.
I think we're in a better place than we were a year or two back. I think from an operational point of view, council is more efficient. From a governance point of view, our council-owned companies are in a better position. So yeah, I think the whole city, the whole world, is in a recessionary situation. So I think there are challenges, and I think there are things we're going to need to change. But I think the city is well placed for that.
What is the city doing to deal with the fallout over manufacturing job cuts?
I think the city's, it's not part of our, as central government would say, core business, but nevertheless our economic development strategy, which we developed with partners like the Chamber of Commerce, the University, the Polytech, Ngāi Tahu, is an across the city approach to job creation. But they won't be, the jobs of the future will not be the same kinds of jobs as we are losing in the past. There'll be changes. So that's really the way we're confronting it.
Now, this year hasn't been all doom and gloom. What are some of the positives?
Let me think. Well, one thing which on the face of it could appear quite small, but I think is quite significant, is council, and I think the general community has, we've developed a better relationship with our tertiary institutions and with our student body, and they have risen to the challenge. You know, only a couple of years ago we were worried about couch burnings and the Hyde Street party and people getting injured and falling over all over the place. The student body has taken a really responsible attitude to that, partly in the context of looking at a liquor ban, and they've the last Hyde Street party was a much more successful event, and they've got some really constructive ideas for the next one. So I take that as a good news for them.
Now, one new initiative is the hui that you attended yesterday with Ngāi Tahu. What likely is going to result from that?
Well, that was my instigation, that hui, because the council has a really good relationship with the local rūnaka, Otako and Hui Rapa at Karatane, but we didn't have a relationship at iwi level. And, Ngāi Tahu is a major corporate player in the South Island. The city's a major corporate player in the city with our companies, etc. There was definitely potential for partnering up on something. So what we're going to focus on in the first instance, given that we could cooperate across a whole range of areas, is the economic ones, and see if we'll look at what we're doing, we'll look at what they're doing, we'll get in the room and say, what things might we cooperate on, partner up on, what opportunities are there for the benefit of our whole community, what opportunities are there for us together.
Now, you came into the role promising a more inclusive consultation. There's been 2 annual plan rounds since. How would you say you've done on that score?
I think we've done reasonably well, actually, because it's not just been the consultation around the annual plan. We did an extensive consultation around the spatial plan, which is the forward-looking vision for what the city will look like. We've taken on board a lot of feedback from the community, and a couple of examples would be the need for an arts and culture strategy, and we got a lot of feedback in the last annual plan from the cycling fraternity. It was probably getting on for half of the submissions were on cycling, so we're looking at the need to enhance that, and clearly the recent tragedy on the one-way system has sharpened our resolve with regard to that. And
you also promised a more open council. How do you think you've gone on that one?
Again, I think we've made some real progress in terms of issues or things being dealt with in non-public. We have many fewer meetings in non-public than council did in the past. And secondly, information is being put on the website proactively. So the default position for council is, well, my take on it is, if it's information that if we were asked for it under the Official Information Act and we'd have to give it, put it up on the website first. Put it up proactively. So we're putting more and more stuff on the website so people can go and look for it themselves.
Mayor Dave Cull, thanks very much for your time. Merry Christmas.
Same to you.